Greetings, traveler.
So, like I said, we are going to be watching a Zorgo game. Oh, it's also going to be a Dark Moon anomaly. We just played that. We got Beast, Demon, Dragon, Murloc, and Undead. So, Barov is back. He was actually gone for a long time because the hero would explode. Like, no joke. If you would bet, your hero would just explode. It's like one of those hilarious bugs. Yeah, you have to quickly delete him. And the funny thing is they brought him back like once or twice, and then the bug kept happening. So it was literally like, oh yep, it's still exploding. I will say something like Trainee and Lasso has made Rafam, Maiev, and now Barov really, really good. It's just so strong to be able to bet on turn 1 and have a 1-drop. Before, you would need to get something like Alley Cat, and then you had a 1/1 left on your board, or Shell Collector back when that was a 1-drop. All right, so we do lose because it's Greybow. That sucks. So we got that turn 1 bet. Barov is a really, really fun hero when it goes well, and such a frustrating hero when it doesn't. But it's not really the same as gambling. It is gambling, I guess, to some extent, but it's heavily skill-based, where the better you are at the game, the more situations you've already been in most of the time, and the better you can imagine what some of these board looks like and who's going to win. Now, upsets happen for sure. Sometimes someone was 70% to win, 10% to lose, 20% to tie, and he loses the 10%. And I was like, all right, tough. Right, I made the right bet, I just didn't get rewarded. Zorgo mind controlling his unit into the 1/1 so he doesn't take damage. Very good. It's a strong, it's a good move. All right. That we're still winning our bets. That's great. We're 2 for 2. Yeah, that's another thing with Barov you have to be a little bit careful of. When you are playing, when you're playing this hero, it's so easy to just be like, level, and then it just takes so much damage. So you are looking for a moment to stabilize, and I do like that he buys this leaf through the pages for that, which is going to give him a buy for the Trog, so it's now easier to activate Trog, and he is also able to roll on tier 4 and get a little stronger there. Or if he goes to 5, it helps out there, but that's like very YOLO. All right, so we're 3 for 3. Ooh, more rolls? I'm down for more rolls. All right. Yep, yeah, as long as you win, it's just up, up, up. All right, he's gonna take a roll to try and buy something. Oh yeah, that's decent. That could be a Caretaker. It's not. Okay. I guess we just hold the Handless, or we hold the Geist, right? Okay, holds the Geist. And then coin bets. Yeah, I really like those free rerolls there. Well, not free, but... Not free, but discounted, right? I guess the ones from the Anomaly are free. But the ones from the book were not free. It really helps you get those higher tier units faster. All right, so we're 4 on 4 right now. We have a lever and an insane shop. Oh my god. So normally you would buy those 2 Wyvern guys and you would roll, but you're up against the Ghost. So there's 2 reasons why you might want to level here. Number 1 is you can get away with it because it's a Ghost, potentially. Number 2 is he might not actually even deal damage to your Wyverns, depending on if he has a board, yes or no. So if you buy those Wyverns and you don't level, you probably feel scammed if he doesn't have a board. Now, if he does have a board and you lose, then you feel scammed that you didn't buy the good shop, because now you're taking damage and you don't get your rolls. So it's a bit of a tricky one. So we're going to see what he has, and then whether we're getting rewarded or not. Okay, he does have a board, so we would have farmed some rolls, but not like full. We do take some damage, but again, it's not too much, right? We're taking 4. I think all in all, I'm not unhappy with this. We're on tier 5 on turn 5. Typewriter on an early tier 5. Man, anytime you have Typewriter and you're power leveling, it feels so good. He's on fire though. He's hit every bet. That's super nice. So he's getting... This is actually the interesting part now. Is that Trog going to be good enough to buy just to discover a 6-drop? Because in a vacuum, it's not. But we're not playing this game in a vacuum, right? He's on 25. If he takes 10 damage here, he does go below damage cap, which is 15 or under. And the 6-drop might help stabilize. I think it's just... Yeah. You can see him pick... He's really picking based on what the objective is right now. Holy. The objective being, I want to stabilize. So I'm just going to take the Golden Trog, which is going to grow a little bit this turn, but I'm going to discover a 6-drop. And then I'm hopefully going to get another good 5-drop to copy. So he gets 2 of those end of turn ladies, which is great. And then there's a Brad. So on turn 6, he has a 6-drop and 3 5-drops. That's kind of... That's pretty sick. Ooh, and anytime you have a ghost, it's so easy to bet. Man. So if he doesn't take damage here, that is just wonderful. That's exactly what he was going for. Because it can be difficult, I think, if you're not as experienced, to look at those 6-drops and say, well, Belinda builds into back-to-back, right? And the undead doesn't build into anything. Therefore, I'm going to take Belinda. But that's not your objective right now. Your objective is, how do I avoid taking damage? And that's why these top level players are so consistent. They're able to identify what the objective is and then play based off the objective. The objective isn't like, oh, I need to get a comp as fast as humanly possible here. The objective is, how do I stop taking damage? Because I'm already over leveled. If I stop taking damage now, I will probably win the game because I will just buy better cards than my opponents. So it's like a wonderful, wonderful play. All right. Looks like he is leaning towards going to tier 6. No, I'm gonna cash in the rolls here. Panda's great. Already has back-to-back. Wow. Okay, so just a little spell power now. This is getting a little bit illegal, chat. He's gonna level first to get tier 6 spells, yeah. I think it's just money. Normally it's eyes, but there's nothing to eye. Well, if he eyes the ghoul, he gets more spell power. Huh. Is that worth 2 gold next turn? I feel like the ghoul is getting sold soon, but the spell power does go a long way. Now, it is only damage, so you're not getting extra health. It's kind of interesting. Okay, it's still gonna do it. Natural Blessing? Do we have any type? I guess undead, yeah. Yeah, don't buff the truck. All right. Oh. Okay, we got it. Whew. So on turn 7, he is already generating 2 back-to-backs, and he has a little bit of spell power. This is such a crazy high roll. It's super fun when you're Barov and you just get to go like zoom. Time to level. Level. All right, and his spell power dies. That's the big one. I guess if he had goldened it, it might not have died here, huh? Yep. Okay, that's a first bet we lose, but if you're gonna lose a bet, you would rather lose it later than sooner. You want to front load your money in this game anytime you can. More money early allows you to snowball, and then you'll just have more resources. Where's Zorgo from? I think Germany. Okay, gets the free dragons here. That's fine. I feel like that evolve card quite often is just like, I'll just use it. Get it out of the way. Armor is great because he's playing such a high cap comp. The duo is okay. You're gonna want Drakari. It's gonna help you trigger stuff. Buying the Murloc? Kick weight? Oh, because he wants to discover Murlocs. Ah, because if you get Mycologist, you can target it on the spell here, which is also really nice. Okay, cool. Sure. Yeah. That's a clean turn, actually. Wow. I like that. And then he keeps the battle cry on the board, because if he gets spell power with that, with Bran, it's really sweet. Okay. I will say that's a really nice way to make use of this shop. That's not something I would have done. But it's very, very money efficient. Because you have to think, anytime you roll, it's minus a gold, right? Where that gold didn't improve your board. That's not to say you shouldn't roll. You definitely have to roll in this game. But if you can make use of the shop without rolling, it becomes far more effective, far more efficient. And this way, he had the Murloc, which didn't really pay off too much. He didn't get my colleges, but he could have. And he now gets a card end of turn, so he gets a little bit of money back. He was able to put the duo on the board, was able to buy the spell. It was like really clean. Show me a Mosaic when we already have Brand to sound good. There's just a bunch of Battle Cry, which can give us money. There's also Major Time Warp, even Faceless, 7. I mean, you can take whatever you want. I still like the Mosaic because we got Bran and we just need money. Okay, never mind. Zorgo goes for the more ambitious play. Well, to be fair, he's not in trouble. If he was in trouble, then it would make sense that he goes for something faster. But he's not in trouble. So he's just going to go for the higher cap play. And because he's playing back-to-back, he can buff anything he wants, which means that Golden Ravager will get a lot of buffs. His main thing he's looking for right now would be Spell Power and Belinda, right? Those are the two things on his mind. Duo's about to trigger, so Drakari is also huge. Yeah, I guess Drakari is maybe even bigger. So it's Drakari, Belinda, and Spell Power. So there's still quite some pieces missing here. Stitch. Stitch is definitely worth taking because we're going to get that Obsidian, and that Obsidian, that's the Dragon Cleave, is going to I don't hate changing my hero power here. Yeah, the bets have not been paying off anyway. He can basically play Titus. Ooh, double time? That's golden end of turn lady, and then you can use the duo to golden your Bran? Question mark? I'm down. That looks good. We don't need triple rewards anymore, right? I mean, it's harder to find Belinda, fair. That is one thing. It is harder to find Belinda. Alright. It's so nice that he doesn't have to save money for the bet anymore either. Are we gonna duo the end of turn instead of Golden Bran? I think I'd be okay with a Golden Bran. But he's hard committed into the back-to-back. This is probably where my weakness for Golden Brand gets me in trouble. Where it's like, just copy your back-to-back thing. Like, it's probably fine. You think most players underroll? Depends at what stage of the game, but yes. At a certain stage of the game, I wouldn't necessarily even call it under-rolling. It is what they end up doing, I agree, but I would just say that they buy trash. I think that's a more accurate statement of like what's actually going wrong, right? It's not like they don't like rolling, is that the bar for something that they want to buy is too low. And this is something that I've seen time and time again. It's essentially when you think about something as, oh, but that is an upgrade. Excuse me. That is an upgrade, right? That is what people end up doing. Oh, we're going Rylak for a bit. I guess we could do Spell Power off the Rylak. Yeah, that's fair. So if you are... if you have the measurement where you say anything that is an upgrade I'm going to buy, you end up spending your gold really quickly. I was gonna say, man, he's putting a lot of faith in these Wisdom Balls, but I can see why. If he rolls copy to board, it's literally just all triples. That is unreasonable. All right, we lost a Battle Cry a little bit, but that's okay. Holy moly. Woo-wee. Yeah, so do things. Man, we can actually farm so much here. We have Stitch, right? That dragon is very likely gonna golden our Spell Power dragon, right? Play Rylak, reborn it for hand space. Yeah, oh my god. Because we can Stitch the Rylak. Holy, this is gonna be so good. He did get a golden Spell Power. Yep. So now he's going to put the Spell Power next to the Rylak, and then you stitch the Rylak so it's guaranteed to die against the ghost. And oh my god, the milk. Okay, no wait, he's going to... Oh yeah, he has a lot of things to think about here. Cast the beat, what? Yeah, he definitely needs to do the back-to-back, right? He has no hand space here. Why are we not killing the Rylak? Yeah. I think he just had a lot of stuff on his mind. This is just an error. That's a shame, because that's a lot of spell power we didn't gain. But it's tough to navigate that. Because what Zorgo did is way better than a mistake I am prone to making. I would have probably done that and then ended up not copying my back-to-back, and suddenly I have no more back-to-backs in my hand. Which would be infinitely worse than what Zorgo did. Zorgo just missed a little bit of spell power. I am prone to losing my back-to-back. Alright, so... Back-to-back hard to navigate? Not necessarily. It depends on the situation. If you look at his last turn, he had Clocksworth hero power in a shop with 5 triples, including a golden brand, golden battle cry, has the opportunity to make Reborn Rylak, is also fighting a ghost, so has to take that into consideration. Like, there's actually quite a lot of moving pieces in the last turn. I just don't like it when people are like disingenuous with like, oh, this is like a blanket easy comp, and yeah. Anyway, you might have heard some distaste for that comment seeping through. So he's got the Belinda. Still no Rylak though. Sorry, still no Drakari. Oh, we also have that golden obsidian now. Man, we want an armor for 1 turn. An armor would do so much here. I also want to use this search in our hands. I want to get rid of that. I don't think we can Macaw. We have so many pieces we need to play. Especially if we don't find armor, we have to be super strong. Golden Macaw. We're not doing that, right? We are, okay. Wait, what are we selling? Okay, he gets out of the spell power. Oh, the Macaw is for the stitch later. Ah, I got it. Well, not later, now, because we're dying, yeah. Right. So the Rylak can go then. The Rylak is going, I suppose, because he wants to play Belinda too, right? Yeah. Yep. Time to plop down the Belinda, cast all the spells, and put a lot of buffs on the dragon. I think you can go full buff on the dragon because he has Macaw Stitch, right? Yep. Woo! Man, what a round. See, this is something that I still struggle with. It's just having that blanket understanding, be like, hey, I don't have damage cap. No more screwing around here, right? Sell the spell power, sell the Rylak, sell most of the value. Play the Macaw, don't worry too much about board space, because you can die. Right? It's that clarity of like, have damage cap, don't have damage cap, right? It's like, and when you have that clear distinction of you understand what it is you need to do, these guys that at like the highest level, ooh, shield is great. I want to shield the dragon here. At this level, the amount of times they go 7th and 8th and stuff is really low because of that. Oh, there's a Drakari. They basically just go, hey, this thing has served its purpose. It's time to sell it and now play the thing that will allow me to win the fight. So what's considering going for the spell power there? The dragon is really good if you keep your Bran, but I think Bran is getting sold for Drakari, so I think you gotta just skip it. Or play it without Bran, which seems hardly worth it. Yeah. He does have double time, so 1 more Drakari is a... well, you could hold that. You could wait until you roll Drakari and then... or even Golden Titus, if you want to go really funky. Yeah, I kind of like just sitting on. Yeah, he's looking at it, right? Oh, he's got Belinda too. Yeah, I think you're plenty strong now, because you got Golden Macaw, Stitch. Man, board space is also a bit of an issue where you really want your taunt to die. Oh, he's gonna buff. Oh, that's smart. That's smart. With one buff on Macaw and Stitch can survive. So then he can just use it as a battery to just keep summoning more. And then, yeah, he can do this. I like that a lot. I think that's smart. I think that's so smart. So basically his adaptation here is that because he buffed the Macaw and the Stitch, he now isn't too afraid that his Macaw is going to get instantly killed or something like that. So he can lead with a Drukhari to make more board space. Then he will have enough space for the Golden Macaw to summon 2 of the Cleaves. And on top of that, there's a reasonable chance the Macaw and the Stitch survive. And then if the fight goes on long, which I don't think it is with a Golden Cleave army, but let's say it does, the Macaw can go for round 2. Oh! Okay, well, no more round 2, but if that hits the dragon, oh my god, bro, that's kind of scary. Yeah. I don't think he dies. There's 5.5% to die if it happens, yeah. That's the only way, though. The spell needs to go on the dragon, and then horrible combat. Yeah, it is banana comp, right? There's a lot of summons, a lot of damage. But the Ravagers just eat it for breakfast. Assuming they don't get one shot, which they don't because the spell didn't land. Oh my god. What a way to die, bro. 3 golden Ravagers is cleaving everything you own. I'm well, Adi. Thank you. Appreciate that. Alright, so we're top 3 now. How's that banana have stealth? Probably some Dark Moon prize thing. Or did he have a quest or something weird? I don't know. There used to be a quest that gave stealth. I mean, you need triples. Oh, but he doesn't have enough money to roll then, yeah. I mean, I'm down to armor, yeah. The reason I'm down to armor is you have such a good long-term game plan here. And the person that has the best long game generally benefits the most from armor. Because you will just win the longer the game goes on, so it's in your best interest to just armor up and delay the game a bit. That's not to say that he's gonna need it, but if he doesn't need it, then he wins anyway, and so who cares? He buffed the taunt that needs to die for more summons. It's not that simple. It also helps him win fights if, let's say that taunt is too small to kill a Venom or to kill a Leroy. Now you have an extra Leroy on the board. That's a bit of a problem, right? As long as a Drukhari dies and he gets a few cleaves, it's fine. As long as this happens, basically, right? He gets to summon 2 of these guys. Like, I think I would have buffed the taunt myself there. 11,000 damage cleave right now. Holy. Also, having a bigger taunt when you have 2 Ravagers also doesn't sound like too bad of an idea. This means the Ravagers aren't getting sniped by anything. Wait, this is a Strafer build. I guess Strafer did get buffed, yeah. It's Avenge 1 now. Opponent stayed on Rylak for 2 turns too many. Do you think it matters? I don't think it matters. Another Macaw for the full all-in, yeah. That's another thing, right? Yeah, that's such a nice mentality where it's like, oh, I can't sell anything, right? But it's like, sure you can. If it's the last fight, a lot of these things are not good anymore. Yeah. So he rolled down to 1 so that he couldn't find the pair and does the triple. Because it's like Golden Belinda, that's his big upgrade there. Right. And then he got the lucky roll. So I guess you just sell Drukhari to run another Macaw. Sure. Now your positioning gets a little weird. Yeah, I think I like 1 on the Stitch, 1 on the Macaw to just keep that train going. 2.5, yeah. He's gonna lead with that Macaw still, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty hard to kill something off. It's just like, if the opponent leads Leroy, which he does, you can actually get value. 1.6k from Strafer. Oh, I guess you always have a board space because Stitch eats, right? Oh no, this always works, yeah. And you have the added benefit of them opening Leroy. Alright, here come the Ravagers. It's so funny. It's like 100%, but you have to wait for the animations to finally get the cleaves going. Oh, 19,000. All right, GG.